Thank you all for coming here this afternoon. As you know, Manatee County, along with other counties on the west coast of Florida, have been struggling with red tide, and we're kind of here today to tell you about what Manatee County proactively again is going to do to try to help the citizens of Manatee County that have been suffering through it. And I'm shortly going to turn it over to the county administrator, Ed Hunsinger, who will go through the details of it. But before that, I'd like to introduce a couple of the other commissioners, Carol Whitmore, Robin DiCipino, that are here today. It was an action that the commission felt was necessary, that we needed to do because of the emergency situation that's going on here in Manatee County. We also have Charlie Bishop, and Charlie Hunsinger, and Bob Smith here from the staff. And at this point, I'm just going to turn it over to Ed, and he's going to go through what the details are that we're looking to do to try to solve, or I don't know that we're going to solve the problem, but we're going to do our best to try to, alleviate some of the situations that our citizens are experiencing right now.
You just slide the mic over carefully. Whoops.
A little
Edit
more
that
carefully.
out.
Thank you again for being here. The board's directed us to take up the challenge of trying to remedy the fish kill situation that's taking place as a result of the red tide. So we're about to embark upon a contractual relationship with the firm we're currently doing business with. We're working out those details. We'll be presenting them to the board on Tuesday. The idea is to get into the canals, the waterways, the channels of the county, both on the mainland and on the island, as well as Longboat Key, to get in and pick up the maximum amount of fish we can in the shortest amount of time. We don't want to represent that we will get every fish in every canal and every waterway, but we're trying to do the major cleanup. The contract, again, the details will be known on Tuesday. It'll be mostly a time and material operation, and it's very important that we get out there as soon as we can and clean up and make sure that the smell goes away, as well as most of the fish go away. We have no idea how long this will last, nor how long we'll need this contract to be in place. But we'll work out those details and be alert to the conditions. We're asking the citizens to let us know what's going on, and we'll deploy these operations, and Charlie will be managing the details. I'd like to turn it over to Charlie Hunsinger to talk about the details. He will be the point person for the county as we work through this in the coming weeks.
Well, thank you, Ed. Charlie Hunsinger, Director, Parks and Natural Resources Department with Manatee County. Working through the Board of County Commissioners, we have secured an agreement with a company called Aptim. They're out of Boca Raton, Florida. They're a multi-service company across several states and possibly even countries as I know it. But they're fully capable of responding to provide the kind of cleanup services we're talking about. But we're not talking about a detailed or complex technical operation. A process like this is in a back bay area, is done literally with nets and boats by hand. Mechanical cleaning that you might have seen in other locations around this country just don't have the maneuvering space in some of these canals. We want to work with the owners to make sure that there's no damages done to their docks or the boats and all the nicks and crannies that are found in those canals. So it's not an easy task, but it's one we're up to and one that we're pledged to continue to do until the fish are gone. Now, once, as Ed mentioned, this is not a vacuum cleaning operation. It's a hand with net operation. So we're not going to get every fish. And we will be working as a follow-up with some of the fishermen of Cortez who may want to work individually and independently of this contractor with associations or canal owners if they really want a thorough cleaning. It's kind of like the vacuum versus the dusting. But we're there to take care of the fish and the health occurrences and detritus that is there. And so this work will begin early next week, and we'll be doing a reconnaissance over the weekend to determine the extent of the problem so we can get a solid handle on the cost and the complete cost to work the problem. But I think with the support of the Board of County Commissioners and the community and the individuals can be a little patient, we're going to respond. We've done a good job, I believe, in cleaning our Gulf and sandy beaches here in Manatee County. You can go there today and you'll find a clean and sandy beach. We were there 2 nights ago having dinner on the water. It's not unsafe to go. And you know, it's a day-by-day thing. But, you know, for the time being, we've had a reprieve. It's a good situation. But the red tide could return tomorrow. But as we've cleaned the sandy beaches, and we're proud of the job we've done, we're going to now turn to the canals, the residential canals, and the areas. We're not going to be able to do a thorough job on the mangrove coastlines of Manatee County. Those prop routes and those shallow waters make it very difficult for any type of boat to get in and around. So we cannot, I'm trying to manage expectations by saying this. We're not going to be cleaning those mangrove tight-in shorelines, but we can get to those seawalls, we can get to the canals, supporting residents here in Manatee County, and we intend to do it.
Charlie, let them know that we're gonna continue our operations that we have been doing on the beach.
Yes, and by that, we've been raking daily, under state permit, the entire 9-mile shoreline, 10-mile shoreline of Anna Maria beaches, both for the comfort of our residents and the tourism that is important to us. And we will be continuing to do that throughout the year, but we're doing the extra work during the fish kill time. But you know, we do a thorough job in any event on all of our public beaches, and during these emergencies, we're authorized by permit to clean the entire beachfront of Anna Maria Island.